whiny piece of garbage that I am. Oh, oh, oh. Mm, 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 mm. Just sitting here and moping. It's all kinds of reaching out to people. It just doesn't work for me. What can anybody do for me? Outside my doctor. But the nurse wasn't taking my hint. How you doing? Terrible? Okay, see you Monday. That's just swell. That's probably how it goes. You know, can't give me help? No, but come back when you need more help. What? I'm so confused about that. That's, you oh, let me just up the music and see if anybody shows up. Seems like nobody's showing up. You almost need it. Nobody's around. Oh well, I'm just moping. Pardon my moping, but the music's good. Can't go too wrong with Billie Holiday, now can you? Oh, can you? Hmm, that's what I figured. Hmm. Woman's amazing. Hmm. Heroin caught up with her. That happens a lot. Drugs. Drugs are murder. I don't know. Why it ever murdered me, I'll never know. I was going to spend the rest of my life, what's left of it, wondering about that. But not too hard. I kind of know. And life catches up on you with you. It's catching up with me today. At least my blues are legit. And if you don't have the blues, you ain't worth a shit, said my friend Alan Barker. He was right. He had the blues. We had the blues. We talked about the blues. We existed in the blues. Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem to have the blues much. I look for nerf emotions. I'm gonna check something out. Look, it's all messages. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was having some technical difficulties, even though I wasn't. My phone was buffering for no apparent reason, and I have plenty of data. So, so it goes. Yeah. Damn pills are giving me cotton mouth. Stupid pills. I'll drink some coffee. That'll solve nothing. But, you know, I like coffee. And I'm thinking, if you were mine, I'd never let you go. Hey, Plonker, how you doing? Yeah, that's about right, Plonker. Psychic, I'm in person. I meet even worse company. Hey, Irish, what's going on? Nice to see you. Nice to see anybody here. It's getting kind of lonely around here. I'm a spoiled old man. That's what I am. What are you gonna do about it? I wonder how copyright infested this is going to be. Well, let's just take this video down. Doesn't cost me anything. I don't get any strikes. So. Contrary to popular belief, you can pretty much play all the music you want to on a live stream. Yeah, yeah. We'll have other complaints, but they'll keep. I'm sharing them with my doctor Monday, and I might be in the loony bin for a couple of days, which is going to be cool. That's a vacation for me. Yeah. Get drugged to the hilt and recalibrate. It's been known to work for me. Oh, and four or five bonus days in the outpatient thing. Just standard ticket. There you go. No, doctor, I need to chicken out for stuff. Jack Kerouac wrote about cardboard people. I know exactly what you're saying, Psychic. Kerouac could be agreeing with you right now. That's a variation in the blues. Sing it, boo, Billy. We understand you. Yeah, she had one of the clearest souls of all that time, and too much clarity will drive you crazy. You're about right, Irish. Sadly enough, that's the truth. Yeah. You're wealthy, yeah. If you're poor, you just get the blues. The ennui, if you're lucky. No, that's for the rich too. Ennui. Oh, jeez. They ain't my people. They don't even know what the flag really means, and it does mean a lot, but it's lost. They wear stupid hats with slogans and think that's political enlightenment. Well, it's not, you know. If it's on a bumper sticker, it's not worth saying. And if you go in depth with them, they're just going to tell you you're part of the opposing team, and they'll negate you. And I'm not on a team. I've never been on that team. You know. Yeah. I'm so unhappy. Simple-minded. Yeah, that's about right. The flag meant something on Iwo Jima. They use flags. It's weird. I have all kinds of flags I haven't put up yet, but not one of them is an American flag. And just, I would like to. I kind of believe what the flag is supposed to stand for, but I don't want to hear their interpretation, because that'll take me 9 or 10 hours, and it's all cultural as opposed to political. I mean, you treat me now. Yeah. There's a lot to be said for our Constitution and artistic achievements. Well, they're not art is dead. As far as I'm concerned, art is really dead. It's just, it doesn't do what it was supposed to do anymore. It doesn't incite anything that's joyous or deviant or anything else. Art is just decoration, which is all well and good, but I think it's craft. It's made in Korea, yeah. Yeah. We did a good thing in the Korean War, and that was the United Nations, by the way. A lot of Australians fought there, a lot of all kinds of people, and yeah. South Korea is better off for it. North Korea, well, we know how that turned out for North Korea. Oh boy, there's a noble experiment. Face it, kids, communism doesn't work well for anybody. Never has, never will. Oh, there he goes, psychic. You know. Then you get the affluent women who want to be artists, and it's all very pretty, but they impose political statements on art, and that kills art immediately. Art and politics can't commingle unless, well, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of stuff about art history, but I know a little bit about it. I know a little bit about a lot of things, not much about anything in depth, but I used to be an artist. That's all I wanted to be. I was a writer. I learned to write. That's all I ever wanted to do is learn to write. I learned to write, and then I got a stroke, and I can't do it anymore. Oh joy! My life is a punchline. So I do this. I'm not sure what this is. I'll never know. It's beyond me. Like art, you don't have to understand it, do you? It drives me crazy. Like, I don't know what that means. Will you tell me? That's applied to poetry. Translate that for me? No. Sometimes I don't even know what it means. You figure it out. If it's just pretty weird words, enjoy it. Shiny words, enjoy the shiny words. I don't know. It's not my job to interpret my own poetry, which half the time I couldn't anyway. I'm a beatnik, you know. We're not understandable by nature. I don't know. I think by my own definition, art pretty much died in the 60s. And Doctor, it was the failed premise from the start. It basically said that crime could be all go away if human beings just cooperate for a common goal. People are selfish bastards by nature. They like to steal. They like to get more of the other. It's just human nature. It's hard. So communism is never going to work because people aren't nice. People are selfish. Except in North Korea, where I don't know what they do to those people, but it's not a good thing. I don't like that. No, it's a failed premise. The dialectics are skewed and horrible. And Karl Marx was a gas bag. It's just you can't get beyond this. That is socialism, and there is capitalism there. So it works in Germany too, ironically. But yeah, these are semi-capitalist, semi-socialist countries, which I agree with wholeheartedly. But yeah, well, that was the kibbutzes are kind of gone. They're there, but they're not there. There you go. Yeah. More and more psychic, more and more. People will say, if I'm charitable, I give to my kids. Well, that's not charity. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. You break even when it comes to charity at this point. You're not charitable. I'm cracking up big. Cracking up big time. I'm imploding, brother man. Watch me implode. No, I'm very much not okay, but I'm going to see my doctor Monday if I can make it till then. I need to go to the nuthatch for a while. There we go, doctor. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been cracking up for a couple of days. I don't like cracking up anymore. This only used to happen when I was drunk. I thought it was drinking who did it. No, I'm just a nut. It's okay. I know when to call the Mounties, but not a hell of a lot they will do without a doctor on the payroll, and I'll have that Monday. So I just grip my teeth and carry on. Yeah, but I have nothing to talk about. I need to be, yeah, I need to be in a vacuum for a while. Hey, Baptist, how you doing, man? It's been a while. Yeah, to agree. I need another cabin for a while. No, Big M, that was a problem. I tried to quit smoking and going through a major depression, so I bought myself some cigarettes this morning. That's actually helped a little. I've been on the loony bin a couple times, and I need it. Hey, Rogers, how you doing? Rogers is here. I'm whining about my mental illness, so feel free to mock me. Oh, hell no. I'm going to have a cigarette right now. If I'm going to be crazy, I'm at least smoke. That's how lunatics do. You smoke. I'm not at the point where I walk around the streets screaming at telephone bowls and chain smoking yet. Yeah. Man, I was combing my room for snipes, and there weren't very good ones, and they tasted funny. Yeah, a bag of snipe harvest. I couldn't wait till 6 in the morning when the cigarette store opened. Oh, cool. Thank you. Thanks everybody. You guys are great. That'll be okay, but it's a part of a cigarette. It's a leftover. It's half a butt. That's a snipes or snipes. It used to be cigarettes you find on the ground, but it's a snipe is cigarettes you smoked already, and you. This is soapy. Jeez. I've heard good things about Wisconsin. I don't write. I can't write anymore. I had a stroke. Can't do that. I can barely pick up a pen. I can do my kind of scrawl a little bit. That part of my brain's working, but motor functions are kind of off in some weird ways. You have a stroke and things change. Some of the wiring grows back, some of it doesn't. Yeah. God, I feel like I'm on the verge of feeling sorry for myself, but I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. These words I have to say. It's almost desolate. Yeah. Take me back. Frozen pizzas are tricky. I would, doctor. Hey, Trumpy, how you doing? 2000. Man, that's cool. Keep at it, man. Yeah, I know. Some things I wish you could not remember anymore, but my memory is pretty much intact. That's one thing I wanted to get rid of. Ah, again, that would work. Scientific. The only thing I can do is this and the occasional video, which the last one came out like crap. Oh, I did the Coens. I studied a little bit of Zen. It helped me. I'm more of a Taoist. Maybe I should be studying the Tao instead. It'd probably help. But I can't make myself do anything about it. It's just very kind. Yep. I'll be bright as rain next week. I've been through this before. It's just been a long time. It's been since it's been this bad. Should I call my social worker? But it's too late in the day. He's gonna be like, I don't know, going home and seeing his kids. I know my Coens. Big, that's one of the worst songs ever recorded. That's awful. That's almost as bad as Stevie Wonder. And don't start me on how much I hate Stevie Wonder. His music, not the man. He's a pleasant black blind guy. I'm sure he's a wonderful guy. Oh, yeah. I'm too tired to actually play that in my head. But I'm not playing it here. You know, I have low standards, but I have standards. I will play Muskrat Love eventually. And that's painful, but it's a really funny song. Tony, Captain and Tennille in general I'll play them eventually. I got to be in a special mood for that. Play some Carpenters. I like the Carpenters. I haven't played ABBA in ages too. Maybe if my mind is really completely mush this weekend, I might do that. Maybe the Brady Bunch albums. Ooh. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I can listen to it, but it's not for. It'll induce epilepsy or something. Yeah. That's a good one. I remember when that one came out. Some old and shit. I remember one of my first cassettes. I had a cassette player, not recorder, because my parents are bastards. So I had the CCR's greatest hits. Walk around with my little, really cheap ass. Maybe I will play CCR eventually. I think I played it before. I like them. It'd be part of my childhood, you know. Yeah, the whole work shirts and plaid thing came from CCR. It changed the way people dressed. I like the Ramones cover of that, Doctor, not the other one. Louis Armstrong, of course, that was just an overdone, but when Joey Ramone does it, it's cooler. Because Joey Ramone sang it. So Ramones, damn it. Music was created to have the Ramones someday. I'm going to stick with that. School of Rock actually kind of had that. All the same arrows pointing to the Ramones. Oh, man. Did he? Damn. Did you know he was a laxative addict? Look it up. Yeah. He did an ad for a Swiss Chris laxative where it's him sitting on a toilet holding up a box of laxative. That's true. That's true, I tell you. He's a giant pothead, too, but he didn't make any secret of that. Oddly enough, he never went to jail for it. Ah, it's Louis Armstrong. You don't put him in jail. You know, I have a nightmare story about Stevie Wonder. I almost killed a man because of Stevie Wonder, and I'm not lying. I had somebody get him against the wall. I was going to kill him. Gonna kill him. Yep. The company those manager had to pull me off the guy. Oh, yeah. Ellington, you mean? That's cool. That's it. Who needs if it's over 3 chords? It's jazz, psychic. Don't you know that? People just don't know their. You see, Big M, I lived in a really horrible hotel. This one's much better. And the guy next door, he's like a 68-year-old tweaker, played 2 albums on top and really loud. It was a Doors album and Stevie Wonder for hours over and over again, late in the night. That's all I heard was Stevie Wonder. All I could hear, to the point where my eyes would cross, be hammering on the wall to make him turn it down. He never would. This went on for months, mind you. And I finally cracked. I cracked over Stevie Wonder. And I'm just, well, if you play fucking Stevie Wonder again, I'm going to beat you to death. I'll do that right now. I need to go onto Discord again. A Poet Bridge? I'll check it out. I will check it out, but yeah, okay. Fucking Doors. Oh, God. Hippie junkies. I'll do that, Poet. Poet Bridge, okay, on Discord. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, don't start me on how much I hate the Eagles. Don't start me. You're hurting nerves here. It's another thing I will never play. Or worse, America. I would have gouged my ears out. Oh, we used to call that yacht hippie music. Yacht hippie. You know the term. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Oh, yeah. Ugh, earache my eyes. That's better. That's Alice Bowie. That's a great song. That's more like it. Oh, America. Oh, God, I hated that stuff. I grew up when this stuff was big. You understand, it was everywhere. And Frampton. Oh, no. And Marina Del Rey, yeah. Doing cocaine on boats. Oh, yeah. Peace and Love. Paisley. These guys were complete hypocritical bastards. That goes for Jerry Garcia, by the way. Oh, those people. They weren't hippies. They sure made a lot of money being hippies. Well, Jerry Garcia's smoking crack and heroin. Oh, God, I don't like that stuff. I became a poet, a punk to fight against that with every nerve in my body. I was just exposed to too many deadheads, Big Emmett. There's no turning back. Yeah, Doctor, I can believe that. You know, Humble Pie is a great band. I'll play them. I mean, Ed Frampton tucked away in the corner where he belonged. Let you in a little secret, Big. You know, Huey Lewis, he never knew who his mother was. I do. and he happened to be my ex ex's brother's half brother. That would make my ex-wife too. So yeah, and nobody would tell Huey Lewis. And I know who the fuck. No, humble pie. Frampton was I don't think so. Hope not. But Frampton was a good player. I'm not discounting that, but Frampton Comes Alive was the most overplayed album of the 70s. Every time I went to my brother's parties, oh no, but my brother-in-law's penis never saw it. And that brother also was roommates with one of the Zodiac killer suspects too. It's a weird family. I mean, her father hung out with Kerouac and Burroughs. That was my brush of stardom. Too bad my ex-wife wouldn't talk about it. God. Yeah. Oh yeah, Howard Hewitt Stern, that font of wisdom. We of the World was the biggest scam on earth, and all that feed the hungry people bullshit. It was a money grab. It was a money grab. It was horrible. Man. Yeah. Fripp is an amazing genius, and I love him. I'm one of the biggest Eno fans on earth. So Fripp and Eno together, whoa. I can listen to it. Most people can't. It's like listening to paint peel. I know. I like it. No, big. I wanted to break the chain. Worked in a bar, and some of those people held hands and shit. That was a complete fraud too. You did, doctor. Jeez, I'm not holding hands with anybody. There are jokes about, okay, grab one person and get a giant shock and kill them all at once. Oh boy, I mean, I was a punk. Yeah. Hope you're not bragging about that, doctor. To hush that shit up. I had a girlfriend who was in What's Up with People, if you look that crap up. Hey, Daniel. How you doing, man? Do they care that it's so late that I'm lonely? Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, started. It's not right. And the smile on my face. You can never discount Eno. Eno's better than we are. Oh, the wind buttons. I remember those. I didn't know one person who wore it. There was a warehouse, probably still is a warehouse full of the damn things. I like Jerry Ford. He's a pretty good president. He was doomed. Yeah, better than Carter. Carter was horrible. Oh, Reagan, Nancy Reagan. I'm not a Reagan fan. Never was. He was evil. The whole thing was like we haven't had a good conservative anywhere in politics since Jerry Ford. So I'm interested in LBJ. Parts of him I really don't like, and parts of it that were splendid. In his way, parts of him was one of the better presidents in history, but he was no Truman. Truman's the best. I think Truman's the best president we ever had. Ever. Jerry Ford was a very astute politician and a brilliant man, but he was there were a couple of times he tripped and that got played up, and actually was probably our most athletic president. So yeah, Jerry Ford was great. I mean, what did I do? Me and a guy named Zombie Jim, a fellow hobo, we waited till midnight. Then we had to give each other a firm handshake. Then we walked to the woods and got drunk. We walked by the card house in Santa Cruz, and they had the National Guard and SWAT teams just in case there was a riot. All we did is flip the people off. Fuck you. Put the guns away. We're all going to get drunk in the woods. That's what I did, me and Zombie Jim. Couldn't have had a better companion. Another hobo. Oh, that's boring. We were rooting for riots. We'd probably get free stuff, but it didn't happen. Mm-mm. So that's it, Big M. That's what I did. Very appropriate, because I was very hobo at that time. As trap as you get. I wish, Doctor. Oh no, it's Fat Indian Tony. Yeah, Gamer, remember you show up, and it's always a delight to see you. Keep him back. Not like AA, just keep coming back, and you don't have to do anything special. I don't like AA. I'm being gripey today. Name it, I'll gripe it. Jerry would have made a fine president on the second term. Carter was a terrible president. He was one of our worst. He builds a couple of porches for poor people, and suddenly he's a saint. He was a terrible president. He had no business being president, especially running for another second term. Gave us Reagan. He's fucking terrible. And made for crying out loud. I like him. I like Jimmy Carter. Everybody says that, but nobody knows why. Bush Obama? Yeah. Bush Sr. wasn't that bad. He wasn't that good. Junior, a complete sap, a knucklehead. What he did in Iraq was just beyond stupidity. It was just pure stupidity. Ronnie Reagan, yeah. How did he happen? Carter. Carter. Fucking Carter. Yeah, W. Oh, man. Why did he have to invade Iraq? That was stupid. They were contained. Iran wanted to be friends with us, and yeah, it all got blown away. Hayes, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got some bad presidents. Wilson was okay, except he was into eugenics. Well, so was FDR. FDR was not our best president ever. Don't believe that. He made the Depression last longer. Good for him. His social reforms were, some of them are okay, but some of them are semi-fascist. Hey, Sonny, how you doing? Thanks for being here. How are things in London these days? Hope the weather's good for you. I'm whining about everything today, Sonny. Like, I don't get whining very much. I'm on a whining roll right now. I'm an old man. I'm allowed to do that. Plus, I'm cracking up anyway, so. I was due for a good crack. Oh, doctor, I know. Social Security is all anybody knows about FDR. Only anybody knows. Yeah, he does one good thing, but he helped land us in a war. So, yeah, FDR. And that kind of social reform was in the works anyway. he's he's running against centrists. Thank you, Sonny. Yeah. Sadly enough, I know my political history far too much, and I know FDR was a sod. I had Billy beer once. It's just pearl beer. It's just cheap beer. Drank a can. It was cheap beer, all right. I have no problem with cheap beer. I used to live on the stuff. But it's like, oh, well, it's got Billy on the can. You can get like $5 for a can. You can still get it, but it's a Pearl Beer Brewery. I think it's out of Texas. It's Texas beer. Well, yeah, he was in eugenics, which FDR was, and so was the whitey poo. Like, wow, the way to get rid of black people is to neuter them. Well, FDR was all over that. And that's, by the way, progressive, and that was the birth of Planned Parenthood. If you want to figure that stuff out, that's the stuff people don't talk about. It's, you know, sorry, liberals, you spawned that garbage. Address it. Apologize for it if you will, but they never will. Why, Doctor? I did. Good movie. It's a great movie. I made my ex-girlfriend watch Triumph of the Will and Birth of a Nation back to back after she was going on about how much she loved Obama rallies. Like, especially Triumph of the Will. Just, I don't even remember what they say, but there's so much emotion. We felt so much, and I made her watch Triumph of the Will. Like, it's exactly what I'm talking about. Not saying that Obama was a Nazi. I just told people to think with your minds. I never saw Temperance. That'd be cool. Yeah, God. Yeah. Yep. I don't like mass political rallies at all anyway. It reminds me of, I don't know, Triumph of the Will. Like, don't do this. Don't jump up. Read newspapers or read something. No. Crowds of people, always a bad idea. Groupthink is bad. Very, very bad. Yeah. And I liked Obama all right. I had no big problem with Obama. He was a centrist. He stole a whole bunch from Nixon's playbook, and he really does. Some of his shifts, he's quoting Nixon, and I think he kind of laughed under into his cup about that because, yeah, Nixon had some good social reform things going on that nobody remembers because nobody remembers any of that. Nobody studies it. I feel very lonely sometimes. People just card out these cliches and they're just absolutely wrong. But, Yeah. That was the epidemic thing. Yeah, I remember when that was breaking out, nobody knew what was causing it. And there was an idea that they thought amyl nitrate and butyl nitrate caused AIDS. That was gay publication. Very sad, but yeah. And well, Doctor, if you've never seen Triumph of the Will, you need to watch that because that's the only time. It's the only way you understand the Third Reich is that movie because it's splendid. People marching with shovels and crap and torchlights. Probably could, Big. Yeah, I could do that. I did that drunk a couple of times. I break into these weird random speeches that I couldn't remember afterwards, but people liked them. It's like, Where did that come from? Have you ever seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Big M? My story doesn't work unless you've seen that movie. It doesn't make any sense at all. But I've been to that dinosaur. It's a real dinosaur. Well, it's a statue.
Energy medicine training is a
Whatever.
profound
I babble on for no apparent
through
reason.
which you can learn shamanism and energy medicine and become a certified practitioner.
Yeah, doctor, I'm
from the
very
comfort of
aware
your
of
home
the
or
atrocities, but I'm very interested in the
This
social the
6-month-long
social
training
roots
takes
of
you
it.
through
And,
the 4 directions of the medicine wheel, an
okay.
ancient path of transformation and evolution that takes you on your own personal journey of
Is it the?
healing and discovery.
Would you remember the
You will be guided by
giant dinosaur
Alberto
in
Valdez,
Pee-wee's Big Adventure? The giant dinosaur.
and
You can remember that?
teachers
That
and
that
shamans from the
giant dinosaur.
You will learn both ancient
That was there at the base of that.
as well as
I was at the base of the same dinosaur, which is outside of Palm Springs, and it went on for a 2-hour monologue about culture and why that dinosaur matters. And my large Marge, yeah. So that dinosaur was very real. When I was a little kid, we used to watch it getting constructed because we visit my grandparents out in Imperial Valley, which is a dead desert of horror. Large March. It's a good movie. That dinosaur is very near and dear to me. I had an artistic epiphany there, and I remember none of it. I think I was channeling something. My girlfriend at the time and my buddy were just stunned. They applauded afterwards. Yeah, because the dinosaur's still there, but the restaurant closed down. And when I was a little kid, I loved that restaurant, the Wheel Inn in Calabasas, I think it was. I think it is my spirit animal.
Engage with the material and practice with your classmates. These sessions are informative and fun.
Yep, that dinosaur is eternal. There are actually 3 of them, by the way, those large ones. Yeah, but there are 3 of them. And there's a gift shop. You go up the stairs and you go inside of the dinosaur's torso, and yeah. Civet coffee. Ugh, civet coffee, yeah. The best coffee on earth. Yeah, I'll stick with Folgers. It's coffee. Yep. There's actually a truck stop and a really large truck stop coffee shop restaurant. The food was great. Really cool. Yeah. That was a happy part of my childhood because they had a giant eat sign, so we'd call it eat, turn into there. We're going to eat, wait. And Mom would just they'd cave. My parents didn't cave very often. I get BLTs there or tuna fish. Yeah. You want some pretty dang fine coffee. That was a good franchise. I don't like franchises very much, but dear Lord, that was funny. First one is just splendid. Dead grandma on the roof of the car. Yeah, that's great. I don't know why they call it hamburger. Where's helper? God. I love Eddie. There's a little Eddie and well, a lot of my relatives are kind of like my brother was like that. God rest his weird little soul. Little brother stopped talking to me 3 years before he died, and I never found out why. Nobody told me. Nobody tells me anything. What's that about? Oh, just we don't know. That's why I don't have a family anymore because it was stolen from me. There we go. Oh. Where are you, Rogers?
Wish upon a star. Find out where the scarecrows sit, just like punchlines between the cars.
Yeah, be safe, Rogers.
I know a place for a royal flush.
I'm back in a second. Enjoy the music. Ah, as I float.
Even Thomas Jefferson on the nickel over there. Ring around the roses, sleeping in the rain. Always late for supper, man, you let me down again. That's what I heard of Mockingbird. Roosevelt knows well. Can skip the line with green, the duck, and the nickel over what becomes of all the little boys?
Tom Waits. Tom Waits. I love him. Doctor, I love him. I've loved him since 76, 77. When nobody was listening to him. See, I'm tooting my own store. The friends that I got into it hardcore. And I got drunk with his brothers, so I can name that. No, Tom Waits is the Black Louis Armstrong. No, good, I said that. I love Tom Waits, but everybody likes Tom Waits now. Oh, he's a genius. Where were you back in the old days when people made fun of him? Because we started making fun of him. Well, that's a novelty album. Wait a minute, this is really good. Nobody was buying his albums. He used to make a joke about that. We did. We paid money for it. Well, we only had one set. We traced them around. Yeah. I had a chance to meet Tom Waits way back in the day, and I blew it. It was a standing deal. If you brought him back about a half rack of Pabst Blue Ribbon and some cigarettes, he'd be your friend for an hour. Doctor. Rogers, I love your wife already in an appropriate way. You can tell she's cool.
Find something out of the ordinary?
Yeah.
Chase your curiosity with Lens in the Google app. New ways to search with Google.
Love is a dog from hell. That's from Bukowski. I play some Bukowski, but spoken word doesn't translate very well to this. I've tried that. I have zero lust. I'm functional, but the thought of romance is repellent to me because I'm bad at it. Sworn off because I'm bad at it. Not the women. Well, some of them. Well, some of them. I've had too many relationships in my life, and I don't feel good about that. I was doing things really wrong for a long time. I love Bukowski. I understand him, sadly enough. But all the wrong people are reading Bukowski. These people who never had more than a six-pack in their lives. I was playing Joy Division a little while ago and didn't even faze me. Oh, I've had some major loves in my life. They destroyed me. Well, Rogers, you did the right thing. 27 is my lucky number, too. That and 3. Two lucky numbers, 3 and 27. I figured I was going to die when I was 27, but it didn't. Yeah, Rogers, you're doing it right. Good. Been in business that long, you're doing something really right. Yeah, it's always good to give back to your customers. Yeah. There you go. You're not a stingy bastard, Rogers. I can tell. Nor is your wife. I'm a delightful woman. I can tell. Tell her I said hi, but actually, just think that's weird. So. Why should I say hello to a broken down old hobo? I don't know. I don't know why I'm watching this, but I need you to shopkeepers. You're quoting Hitler, Doctor? That's the thing, psychic. It came from the same place, which is, I'm not going to even say what it is, but people will take it all wrong. Yeah, Doctor, I'm on to you. Look at her eating. That's just endearing. It's very endearing. That's wonderful. I say that sincerely. I'm sincere once in a while. Generally, I'm just not. Ugh. I'm having trouble digesting my own psyche today. Well, I can't. It's like, you know, gotta find an analogy that my doctor will understand. I think I'm going to prepare a script for her and read it to her. Well, you just hush down, lady. Luckily, my doctor is great. She's brilliant. She's very funny and acerbic. If she weren't my doctor, I'd fall in love with her. You know, there's another woman at the clinic I'm in love with. I'll take that back. And she knows I have an enormous crush on her because people told her. It's innocent crush. Kind of a plain Jane post hippie woman, but something about her soul just beams. I always feel better when I see her. Stammer. I have all the stuff to make that cheese curd, and I never did it, and I still have the stuff. So I know how to make cheese curd, and I have the supplies. I got the cultures, I got the cheesecloth, I have all that. So funny you should bring that up. No, doctor, none of that with her. Different kind of hippie. Very smart woman, very funny woman. And she gives me a sly smile that'll keep you going for a week. Yeah, I still develop crushes. I'm the king of crushes, and they're innocent. I never pursue a crush because that'll ruin it. It ruins the magic. If you find a good crush, cultivate that crush, but don't break that bubble. I'm not a hirsute. Oh God, I've had I had one girlfriend had hairy armpits and legs, so I started growing a beard because she hated it. Oh, should you just shave for the beard? Look, I'll shave it off when you take care of that hair, and it was a deal.
It's no ordinary square. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations.
Good idea, psychic, but there are no real hobos to stay with. They're all dead. Sorry, sorry. I'm one of them. I'm one of the last. This generation killed it. Other ones are different. They don't have. A lot of the hobos were Vietnam vets way back in the day. They're dead. You know. Hung out with a lot of Vietnam vets. That was hard. Proper hobo sitting around the fire, hanging around the jug of wine. If we did that for reals and swapping yarns, if you will. But there were the rules. You never bragged about yourself. It's okay to mock yourself or brag about what other people did. You know? That's what old Smitty did. Two small jars of ginger. Here's one for you, Rogers. Do you know the biggest crime in Canadian history was the theft of honey? Oh no, maple syrup. I'm sorry. Maple syrup. Oh, I'm sorry, I ruined that. But still, stealing maple. There is a strategic maple syrup reserve in Canada. I'm not kidding. This vats, just in case there's no good crop of maple. I don't know how that works, but nonetheless. And so these thieves were siphoning off all this honey and watering it up. Baraboo, Wisconsin. Yeah. Living in Wisconsin would be cool. Better than Minnesota. Minnesota would give me problems. That's too cold. Wisconsin gets cold, but oh, man. And when I lived in Tucson, I lived in a nest of Wisconsin people. I'm kidding you. There's 7 or 8 Wisconsin people. They're all raging skinheads and all kinds of weirdness. I liked it there. I like those guys. It was a crash pad, and I lived in on a roach-infested couch. I'm not kidding. It was roach-infested. Oh, doctor. Oh, yeah. It's a major export. Well, Rogers. Portland, Oregon's about the same there, Roger. To break it to you. It snows there. New Englanders are odd people, you know. Maine, especially. Weirdness there. CEO of Terrorbugs, he's straight up in Maine. We get along well on levels. I don't understand why we get along so well, but we do. We love each other. We're good friends. Yeah, he's kind of famous. So I can name drop, but yeah, shows up here once in a while. It snows in Portland. It says that the puddles don't de-thaw until way into spring. Oh, they're Yankees, all right. My family settled in LA, many, many moons ago. But my mom is still in her heart a New Englander. Oh, if she ever. But that's a rare thing. Native Californians are pretty rare, especially relatively educated ones. And I have an LA accent. People wonder where my accent comes from. It's straight up LA. But it's a rare accent. I'm pretty proud of my accent. It is what it is. We pronounce every single letter. I lived in Portland for just 6 or 7 years. I love Portland. Outside of Watsonville, it's the only place I'd ever moved to. And I used to, even after that, I commuted between San Diego and Portland. Long story there, but yeah. I did that Greyhound voyage many times. Sure. Got to deal with ADT. Yeah, Portland's a great town. It's a great town. I would recommend it. Oh yeah, psychic. Yeah, they take care of their homeless in winter though. I made myself slow down, and it picks back up because I was a very fast talker. When I get manic, it's impossible. But we pronounce all the letters. No yak or none of that nonsense. It's like English English. They don't pronounce anything. Oh, they play it for free. Good. Free is good. Yeah. Well, the newscaster accent is essentially all derived from LA, and that came from I can't remember, somewhere in New England where people talk like I do. Portland was wonderful. It was wonderful. Wonderful till it wasn't. I cracked up in Portland. That's how I ended up my first loony bin. They ended up in San Diego for reasons. San Diego County, not San Diego. El Cajon, California, which is a pit. I ended up in the most boring town I've ever lived in. Nah, down to Colorado. I live really close to San Francisco. I hate that town, again. I hate it. I hate it with all my. I would take you to like 3 or 4 blocks there that are great, big. But you don't need to see anything else. Nothing else. You just go to North Beach. Yeah. Twice, yeah. No, well. Except for the mounds of sugar, it's good for you. But it is kind of full of sugar. I can't wait to see my doctor. I don't cry. I never cry anywhere. And if I cried in front of her, she'd laugh me off. She knows better. Yeah, I've never been east of Louisiana. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's good for the kid. Yeah, it's good for the kid. They crash later. They just, Oh, I used to feed my ex's grandkids tons of sugar just to watch. Want some pixie sticks, kid? Oh well. My vision of New York is so prehistoric. Yeah, I want to stay at the Chelsea. I want to be in New York. I want to hang out in Times Squares in 1956. There's none of that stuff left. Oh, the Freedom Tower. I've never seen a photo of the thing. I was immune to 9/11. I'm sorry. It didn't faze me one bit. I don't know. People were just so gushing with fake emotion. I knew somebody who may have worked in the Twin Towers. You're not part of a club. No. Oh, that was nasty, big. Oh yeah. Canada is kind of sloppy with oil sometimes, you know. you know. Pretty much, big. 98% of the world sucks badly, and the rest are just mourning. I hate to break it to you. Meanwhile, my ex wants me to vote. I'm not gonna vote. Yeah, I love my country. It gives me all the stuff I need. It's great. Thank you, and I don't complain because I do have politics and I do opinions, but I can't keep them to myself for the most part. I couldn't be a part of any recognized party because I can't because my principles are a little different. Hmm. I've been friends with transvestites. My transvestite was my best friend for years. He usually didn't wear drag around the house, but he did once in a while. Uh, and he was friends with my Nazi neighbors, and they knew full well that he was wearing drag occasionally, and the only thing they asked, don't come over when you're in drag, but he bought a pickup truck for these Nazi bikers, and Greenwich Village back in the day. Different plumbing. My friend Roy was straight too. He loved women, but he liked being one too. He was explaining it to me once, and I just cut him off like, Roy, I love you. I don't need to know that about you. I don't care about sex like that way. And he was a very good friend, and he just vanished one day. One of the best friends I ever had in my life. You could be right, psychic. Very good. Can't take a walk in the wild. I'm gonna break down and play some Blue Reed one of these days, but not the Velvets. I'm not gonna do the L Velvets. I would never do that to myself. I played some Nico, but nobody cared. It's Nico. Oh well. Nico didn't bathe very often. Did you know that? And she was very picky about her tampons. I took that from a authority. Lola. Yeah. I don't know. I've been to drag shows and all that. I've been to like a million gay bars. It didn't bug me. I'm straight, but who cares? A bar is a bar. A drink is a drink. You know, I know there are men dressed up as women. I can tell. I've never seen one pass. So they get it all wrong. They're not. They get it wrong. They exaggerate everything. They're a caricature of being a woman. And I have no problem with that. I have no judgment on that. I care. Couldn't care less. Yeah, big. It's like, yeah. I lived in West Hollywood. There were no. In my neighborhood, there were no straight bars. There were none. I wanted to go to a bar. I didn't care. Guy tried to pick me up, like, I'm straight, but if you want to buy me beer, you're not never gonna get me drunk enough for that because I can drink a lot of booze and stumble home with my chastity intact. So whatever. That was that was Hollywood West Hollywood West Hollywood back in the 80s, and that was a different time altogether. Rochester, cool. Ever been to Fire Island? That would be a hoot. No, I'm never going to. People are irritating. Yeah, I don't understand homophobia. It's boring. Homophobia is boring. About being gay is boring. It's all boring stuff. And, yeah, I have no mood. Just cranky. I don't know why you guys put up with me. This is the me I don't like very much, but what the hell? At least I'm not a fake. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to get off the air. I might come back on later. Maybe not. Depends on my mood. Hopefully, a better mood. Take them to hell with you. God damn. Love you guys. I'll be back later. Invariably.